Hey, how's it going? Thanks so much for checking out this video. My name is Ray. There's one of me. And today we're looking at the Strich P bass. Full disclosure, I got this bass for free from the TikTok shop to demo for you guys. And I did a complete and total unboxing of this video, only to realize that I didn't record any of the bass. So what a loss of a video. My conclusion though with the unboxing was very similar to a lot of these other instruments that I get from the TikTok shop. And that is that they come not set up. The action on this one, surprisingly, was too low and the neck was too straight. There wasn't enough relief in the neck and the action was way too low. When I first got this instrument out of the box, I couldn't even play any notes around the first or second fret. It was completely buzzing out. It was just percussive. There was no notes speaking in these first two frets. So after I realized that I didn't record any bass audio in my unboxing video, I figured I would just like do the setup on the bass and do a proper review of it. So here we are. So what I did to this bass out of the box is I added some relief to the neck. Like it was too straight. I actually added some bow to the neck to give the strings a little more room to vibrate and speak. I also raised up the action to about a medium kind of action. So it's maybe a little bit high around the 12th fret, but honestly very playable still. I also had to fix the pickups. They were like tilted weird and like not set up right. So I had to kind of like even those out and get them in the proper playing position. The one thing I do have to say though, positives, is that I do like the tuners. I always like the seashell style tuners on bass guitars. They actually work very well. They stay in tune. There's no, catching or like stripping sounds when you're tuning up the bass. It sounds just fine. The fretboard itself feels really good. It was very dirty out of the box though. That's kind of how my other Strich instrument was too. Like my fingers are just covered in grit from playing this thing for a while. So I don't know what kind of factory dust is all over this thing. But that being said though, the fretboard itself feels very good. The neck feels really nice. They did a good job sanding it. There's no sharp fret ends, which is cool. The body and weight of the bass is reassuringly heavy, which is always cool. I was able to, the intonation out of the box, I wish I would have freaking recorded the audio for my bass in that unboxing video, but out of the box, the intonation was set pretty well. It was the action and the neck relief that needed a lot of tweaking. So, but the electronics work, and without further ado, man, let's get into some playing examples. Now, being a P bass, you just have like the split humbucker style pickup. So really, I'm just gonna be working with the tone knob. For this first example, I'm going to have the tone all the way up so you get the full range, of this instrument. And I'm going to play, as always, some examples from songs that I wrote. This first one is from my song, It Had to Come to This. And here's everything on full. let's put the tone about half. And this is the bass line from my song, Fire in My Eyes. It goes like this. And let's turn the tone pot all the way to the left here. Turn it all the way off. By the way, too, I'm just recording straight into my Audio Box Go, into Reaper. I'm putting like a little bit of EQ on the bass. But other than that, man, it's just running straight. You're just getting the sound direct out of the bass. All right, so here's the tone pot turned all the way down. Should be real warm sounding. And I will play this bass line. And that was actually the bass line from my song Psalm. So again, all these are original tunes. All right, let's go all the way back up. And I'm going to do what some bass players think is sacrilege. And I'm going to play with a pick. This first one is a song my friend Paul and I wrote. It's called Where Do We Go From Here? And I'm going to get kind of that P bass, punk bass kind of sound with a pick like this. Man, my bass chops are not there. It's not quite like playing the guitar, is it? All right, let me put the tone knob in the middle, and I'm going to stay on the pick here, and I'm going to play my song, Sing Your Blues. Sounds like this. All right, and let's roll the tone control all the way down. I'm gonna stay on the pick here, and I'm gonna play this song. This is my song, Little Girl. All right, I gotta remember how to play it. All right, and lastly, I'm going to turn the tone pot all the way up, and let's see how it sounds with some slap bass. I'm not the world's greatest slap bass player, but this is the chorus of my song, Gone in a Heartbeat. It sounds like this. Oop, I'm clipping a little bit here. Let's roll that back just a bit. Maybe not that much. All right, that should work. Little distortion on the bass never hurt anybody. All right, here's that example of the slap bass again. It's always a lot of fun to play bass. I haven't done it in far too long, as you guys can tell. I really need to get my bass chops back up to snuff. So here is the review time. Kind of short and sweet today, isn't it? So yeah, I mean, now that I've done all the work to it, I've done the neck relief, I've actually raised the action on this one. The intonation was already good. I didn't have to mess with that at all. The tuners, it stays in tune nicely. I barely even had to like stretch out the strings, and it's staying in tune. The tone and volume pot work okay. It is a little scratchy. I would probably maybe open it up and spray some deox in there just to get a little bit of that scratchiness. It's really not that bad though. I don't think you really heard it much here. I'm messing with it right now. I don't know how much you're really hearing of it. Maybe just a little bit of deox just to get some of that. I would probably take the strings off too and clean it up really well to get all that factory grit off, because it definitely, I mean, my fingers are like almost black from playing this thing. So that's the thing that with Strich, I've been actually, for the price point, I've been very happy with Strich. My criticisms, I'll start with that and then I'll get into my positives, is that honestly, this one was wasn't double boxed, but it came in a box and then inside it was the foam. So it was decently shipped. It wasn't, it had some nice packaging to it where you could tell they're cost cutting with the packaging, but still keeping it safe in transit. So that's really cool. The gig bag and some of the stuff it came with is just fine for the price. It's like a beginner kit. But the thing that always frustrates me, and if you watch my videos, you can know this kind of grinds my gears, as Peter Griffin would say, that they don't come set up. Like if this was your first instrument, right? Like say you want to be a bass player, or maybe even just want to get a bass to like have, lying around that you could write songs on or use in your little studio at home. It should come out of the box. Even at this price point, there's no excuse for it coming out of the box, not completely set up. They took the time to do the intonation. Why didn't they take the time to do a proper neck relief and check the action? There are tools at your disposal to do that, and it really only takes a couple seconds, man. A little tweak, with an Allen wrench for the neck adjustment, and just a little tweak up here for the raising and lowering the action. I would hope that in your production line, that wouldn't really create that much more of a slowdown in production or needing to hire a bunch more people. Whoever's doing your setup could just do, whoever's doing the intonation could just do the setup, is what I'm trying to say. So that's my big critique, is that it didn't come completely set up out of the box. That being said, though, it was workable. I was able to do all the things I needed to do to it. If there might be the tiniest bit of fret buzz, maybe there could be some fret leveling that needs to be done, or maybe some like filing still that could be done. But honestly, I don't even mind a little bit of buzz on a bass, when you hear a little bit of fret buzz, as long as the action's okay. And this is actually, now that I have it set and kind of where I want it, it's actually really comfortable to play. And I can't stop playing it. Before I even hit record, man, I was probably jamming for a while trying to get my bass chops up. I'm already starting to get the blisters on my fingers here from playing. It's been far too long. So this, if anything, this bass, now that I have it set up, will inspire me to play a lot more bass, which is cool. So I might even write some stuff on this bass. So I guess that's my critique, is that I wish it would have come set up out of the box. But if you know how to set it up, or going into your purchase, like if you know that if you buy this, it's probably going to need a setup, that's the only thing I would say. Know that it needs a setup. Get your instrument. Either set it up yourself if you know how to do that, or take it to a shop. They can set it up real quick for you. And then you have a really nice, inexpensive P bass. I think it sounds good. It plays good. The weight is reassuringly heavy. I like that I went with black. I've been trying to get away. I've been doing a lot of sunbursts, people call it the boomer burst. So I thought I'd go with kind of like more of a Geddy Lee black kind of bass here. So I think it looks good. From far away, man, you might think this is a different brand than it is. So yeah, honestly, other than the frustration of it not being set up, I would recommend this bass. Sorry guys, if you tuned in to watch me have a meltdown. And I actually, if you watched my last unboxing video, I did take that guitar and I literally threw it in a dumpster. I wish our area around here had a better recycling program. I hope it doesn't just end up in the landfill, but I just kind of tossed it. There was really nowhere else to put it other than tossing it in the dumpster. And that's where it belongs. This one has a lot of potential. I think this could be a great platform for mods, and it's just a great, it's just a beater bass you could throw in the back of your car, take it to a gig, take it to an open mic, take it over to a friend's house to jam. You could do some recording with this. Since it can be intonated, you can record with this, and it should sound fine. The electronics work, so honestly, I would recommend this one. So I'm sorry if you came here to watch me annihilate another instrument. Not this time. I'll tell you how it is. I always do. Even though I got this for free, I will definitely tell you how it is. If it sucks, I'll let you know. But this one I'm happy with. It sucked that I had to do all the setup stuff, but I sometimes do that anyway because I like kind of, personalizing my instruments anyway. But it is a little frustrating if you have to do that. I get that completely. So, hey, real quick before I go too, man, I can't believe I didn't mention this yet. Thanks to you guys watching these videos. I can't believe you guys watched me yammer on forever, but thanks to you guys, I hit that 3,000 watch hour mark, which is getting me, I've applied for the partner program for the AdSense, and I got approved, which is freaking crazy. It's so amazing. So this is the first step though. This is the first thing I've unlocked. I think if I read it right, I think it will unlock super chats. Like if I do live streams, let me know if you want me to do live streams, or maybe what you would want to see in a live stream. So I might be able to do super chats in a live stream. I think I can do memberships, channel memberships. Let me know if you'd be interested in doing channel memberships. I don't know if I do bonus content or what I could do for memberships. And also I think I can finally link merch to my channel, which would be a game changer. I do actually have merch. I hardly ever plug it though. So maybe I could finally plug my merch. The next thing would be to unlock 4,000 watch hours, which I'm actually getting pretty close to that. And that is like the full AdSense. That's when you're able to get money for the ads. And what's killing me, man, is that YouTube is already putting a ton of ads on my videos. All those ads, if you've seen ads on my videos, I haven't made a cent off that yet. So if I can get into the 4,000 watch hour program, that's my next thing to unlock. Then I finally get paid for all those ads that are already on my videos anyway. So that would be really huge, man. It would be a dream come true. That's a goal of mine I've had for well over a decade of doing YouTube, and thanks to you guys, man, you're just making it that much closer to becoming a reality. It would be insane to be able to do more of these gear videos, you know, anything else, like showing you guys how I record, playing music for you guys. If hopefully you're watching the shorts where I play a lot of live stuff, like for my live shows. So at any rate, guys, whatever you're watching, thank you for watching. I love the comments. I love answering them all. I try to get back to everybody. And you guys are really making this dream come true. Thank you so much. I will see you guys very soon. And yeah, man, keep on rocking. Never stop jamming. All right, take care. Bye.